Earlier this week, when we caught up with Kevin Plank and Patrick Frisk of Under Armour, we also got a chance to check in with one of the greatest inspirational leaders in America. I'm talking about Baltimore Ravens head coach and Super Bowl 47 champion, John Harbaugh. He was there as part of the amazing Armour Day, which is all about giving back, which you know we love. Take a look. Coach, you're one of my heroes. What I'd like to know right now, what are the 3 words that actually epitomize your coaching?
Oh, man, you're going to throw passion, relentless, relationships. How about that? 3 words off the top of my head. You got to care about people.
Well, you know what that makes me sound like? It makes me sound like team, team, team.
Oh, yeah, that one too. Well, that's kind of our logo, the team, the team. It's all about the, you think about it, though, team first, right? I mean, if nobody cares who gets the credit, how much can we accomplish? Maybe that's kind of a lesson in our country we could take to heart, and get some things accomplished.
Well, Coach, I got to tell you, maybe we take it one town at a time. Your commitment to Baltimore has been extraordinary. You have been there arm in arm with Kevin Plank to bring the town back. Just talk about how hard that is to do, but how meaningful your team is to the town.
It is meaningful. We were, when the riots happened, 4 or 5 years ago, downtown, and we went down there a couple of days afterwards, took the whole team down there. We distributed food. Giant Foods was amazing. And we were walking from where we were distributing to one school to the next school, and people were coming out of the houses, from their houses onto the street, and just hugging our guys and walking with us and being a part of it. It kind of blew me away. It really opened my eyes to what the Ravens mean to Baltimore, what sports mean to people in the community, and really what a great community this is, how many really good people there are in Baltimore that really care, about one another and want this town, want this city to be great. But then you see what business is, what a corporation like Under Armour, which has made a commitment to Baltimore, which cares about the city. Kevin knows his roots. He stayed right here when he didn't have to, and is creating all these jobs for all these amazing people right here in Baltimore, right here in our own country. I mean, it just blows me away. And then not just that, all the community stuff that they're doing, Armour Day today, what they're doing with that, and really all across the country and the world. That's what business is all about. That's how you make a difference in the world, with our system. And I'm just kind of grateful to be a part of it, really, to be here today.
Well, I'm not done with the things that you've done because I know you're a humble man. I'm not going to be humble in talking about you. Your work that you've done with the U.S. military, you're a major advocate of that, doesn't get talked enough. Just please give me and our viewers some of the things you've done for the military.
Well, I mean, I was just graced by General Ray Odierno, who's a great friend of mine, who was the chief of staff of the Army, to go to Iraq and to go to Afghanistan and go to Turkey and watch him work and be right down there in the trenches, to take a helicopter out to a forward operating base in Afghanistan and to see these guys and these gals, what they do for our country. And, when we're at home at Thanksgiving or Christmas or Easter or Memorial Day and we're enjoying a cookout, we're at the pool, it's because of the men and women and the families that sacrifice for us. As we say, freedom is not free. It's a saying, but it's also an absolute truth. And our military is responsible for that. So if we can't be grateful for that, I don't know what we can be grateful for. But when you get to know families and children whose mom or dad are gone for 6 months, a year and a half at a time, to make our country better, to make it a safer place for us, to make a difference in the world, and you get to know these kids and you see what great people they are too, it makes you want to help in some small way. And I would just encourage anybody, anywhere, everywhere, to support our troops wherever they're at and make a difference for it. And you can send a box of goodies somewhere. You can show up. You can provide daycare for kids. You can do a lot of things.
Oh, Coach, all meaningful for our viewers and, of course, meaningful for our country. Coach, you're a rigorous man. Sometimes you have to make hard decisions. We learned that in business. Joe Flacco, an amazing man. Always remember him as a Raven. How do you deal with the tough decisions that make it so you have to part with someone as great as he is and what he's done for your Super Bowl? How do you make a decision like that? And how hard is it to live with?
It's really not hard to live with, because I think the thing that we've been blessed with, and when you start at the beginning, decisions like that are not ends, they're really beginnings, and it goes back to the beginning of who you have and who you surround yourself with and the kind of people that you have. So, I mean, everybody on our team understands that it's the team first, like you said. What's important? The team, the team, the team. That's what we're here for. It's simple. We're here to play football. We're here to be the best we can be, work as hard as we can, be about each other. And when nobody cares who gets the credit, you know, it's amazing the things we can accomplish. But if we're going to put ourselves first, if it's going to be about who's playing what or who's doing what or who gets the ball or all those kind of things, then we're not going to be our best. And, you know, I think in that situation, you know, Joe got hurt. You know, he was injured, and Lamar had to step up. And Lamar stepped up, and the team rallied around him. They were excited. Yeah, they're disappointed that Joe wasn't going to be able to play, but they were excited for the fact that, you know, Lamar was going to get his chance. And then Lamar took his chance, and he ran with it. And Joe came back. Joe was the first guy to tell me that we needed to stay the course, that Lamar needed to continue to be the quarterback because we were on a roll, and that was the best thing for our team. So when you got a leader like Joe Flacco who's out front like that, it makes all the difference.
All right, Coach, one last thing. I would be remiss if I didn't congratulate you on picking up Ingram, but we are huge fantasy football fanatics on Mad Money. Does this mean running back by committee because you've got two other good running backs, or do we give the rock exclusively to Ingram?
This might be like considered insider information here, Jim. I don't know, you know, but I think we're going to spread the ball around. It's going to be Ingram, but it's going to be all of our backs. You know, we added a nice little speed back in the third round. We took two wide receivers, first and third round, who are going to be fast guys for us. We already have some young guys. I mean, we're moving the ball around. Our idea is to change the way the game is played in the National Football League. I know it sounds big and grand and all that, but you know what? Why can't we do it? We've got some young, talented guys. We're going to see football a little differently maybe than the league has seen it in the last couple of years and see what we can create. So it's going to be fun. Let's watch and see what happens.
Coach John Harbaugh, you are a delight to speak to. That's Coach Harbaugh. He's the head coach of Baltimore Ravens and a former specialty teams coach for the Philadelphia Eagles. Thank you so much, sir. Great to have you on the show.
Love you, Jim. Thanks for having me on, man.
Right back. Thank you so much, buddy. Great to see you. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.